Good afternoon, everyone. So I've just finished my second really beautiful read in a row, This Ordinary Grace by William Kent Kruger. And I'm not usually one for murder mysteries, and there was a lot of deaths in this book. Not my usual fare. However, I just pulled it from one of those local free libraries, not knowing much about it. Seemed like a good writer, and he was. What a beautiful soul! And so I highly recommend it. Uh, Again, synchronistic with the latest weirdness in my life surrounding the fact that as I complete my will and have my CD that I blessed with my blessed with the memories of my father that I wrote in eulogy form within the CD booklet that I read a few days ago online as an attempt for closure of after I could not attend my father's funeral a year and a half ago in Hawaii. And the completion of my will, which I picked up on Monday, and the odd synchronicities of my talking about myself, my sister, and our cousins almost getting struck by lightning at Angel's Window in the Grand Canyon, recounting a story of what happened to us when we were children on a family vacation decades ago, to an enormous storm blowing up in Hawaii where all my family, or a certain segment of my family, I should say, went on vacation, not inviting me once again, with all sorts of pictures of them hugging each other and being unloving towards me. and and then a few days ago, through this unending attacks of electrochemical weapons on me, this huge ugly bruise showed up on my left arm like 3 or 4 days ago. I shared a video of that today on Facebook. And then eerily, I see in the news that 3 people on my home island of Oahu during this immense storm got struck by lightning, and they all got hit in the arm, at least 2 of them on the left arm. And just as I'm posting all that this afternoon, a few minutes later, a thunderstorm blows through here in Eugene, Oregon. It's now passed by. It was just a brief blow up with lots of wind and torrential rain, and then it moved on by. But on this day, I learned that my family decided that they can't handle my truth attacks about what really happened, and so they've all excommunicated themselves from me. I never did anything to them. We were dysfunctional. I loved them. I would be angry at them a lot of the time, but I would never have wished on them what they have done and have done to me these past 24 hours. I now have no biological family left for the rest of my life. And so I've been in a state of shock about this. And trying to figure out, am I going to have to live like one of those Himalayan monks for the rest of my life? And then just sitting by the window, I just saw all of you tangerine blood orange evolutionaries walking and driving by today. I heard the voices of my my allies below the floor defending me. And interesting, I heard them say she outsmarted them. I guess they mean my family. It's such a shock to realize that your family never really loved you for who you are. But I have all of you. And so that means so much to me, Aqua Revolutionaries too. And to just know I'm never really alone. and that I'm in your hearts. I'm so, so grateful. And, also, the ancient Greeks believed that there were many different types of time in the world, and the only one that survives in our Western society is the chronological time, the linear time, that was supposed to be the domain of the god Kronos, who, I might add, ended up killing all his children and eating them. But there were other gods of time, including the god of circular time, Synchronous. And the belief was that if you were living your true life in accordance to your higher values and living life as you should, that the angels of Synchronous would come down and give you blessings, and the manifestation would be synchronicities. And these days, and it's been this way for years now, I am constantly in a swirl of synchronicity every day of my life. And so I have to believe at this point that the gods and the angels are smiling on me, despite of all that's taken place. And so I'm grateful for that as well. So thanks again, all of you. Good read on a rainy day, ordinary grace. Namaste.